Welcome to SnitchFiles, where the drama don't hide and neither do we. If it's scandalous, shady, or straight up messy, we got the files and we gonna open them. Now today, oh baby, today we talking about Shannon Sharpe. And if you think this was just about a little lawsuit with some thirsty OnlyFans girl, nah. Mace just said the quiet part out loud. Shannon Sharpe might be headed to prison.
It turned criminal really fast. They're just using a civil suit to knock down a lot of your money. I'm seeing this happen with a lot of rappers, a lot of athletes, and people are not paying attention to that.
Is Shannon Sharpe about to get locked up? Because Mace just dropped some tea that changes everything. Let me ask y'all a question. Why do it always feel like the minute a black man hit that upper tax bracket, the wolves start howling? But in this case, this might not even be no setup. This might be karma showing up in heels and hoop earrings. May Yee came out real bold, saying that this civil case, it's just round one. He say Shannon ain't just fighting for his reputation. He fighting to stay out of jail, like actual time.
Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of his tape that tries to make me look guilty and plays into every stereotype you could possibly imagine.
Now pause. Think about that for a second. This ain't just social media drama. This ain't a girl posting receipts for clout. According to Mace, the feds might be watching. And that 100 million podcast bag Shannon was about to secure, it might be gone before it even hits. And then, boom, word hit the streets. Shannon offered Gabriella, the OnlyFans model, $10 million to make it all disappear. $10 million, not 100K, not even 1 mil. 10 mil. Chile, that don't scream, I'm innocent.
Oh, this is what I'm getting at. And for him to offer 10 million says that there might be some truth to this, because I'm not offering nobody no 10 million if I know I didn't do anything. And I think the only reason that 10 million didn't work, Killer, I want to know how you feel about this. I think the 10 million didn't work because the pimp need his cut. You know, just
That scream, I got skeletons tap dancing in my closet. Real talk. If you were innocent, would you offer 10 million to somebody accusing you? Or would you stand 10 toes down and clear your name? Drop that in the comments, because I already know y'all gonna fight over that one. And just when folks was trying to figure out if this was a money grab or the real deal, here come the audio. Yup, a recording dropped where Shannon allegedly says he gonna choke her. Not in a joke way, not in the bedroom whisper, like in a you made me mad way. You hear the tone? It sounded like somebody who snapped.
right there. For real? Yeah, that worth a lot of money. You know how guys be, and they pushed her on her. And then she said 10. He was like, 10 is my 10. You gotta put in your number for yourself. That don't have nothing to do with mine. 10 is mine. That's what we discussed. I'm just telling you.
His team tried to clap back by leaking her text messages, talking about she said freaky stuff like, I want your big black baby, and choke me daddy. But baby, all that did was make Shannon look worse. Like, why are you, a 54-year-old retired NFL legend, entertaining that from a 19-year-old? That ain't see. That's straight up creepy uncle energy. Let's take it all the way back. Gabriella Zuniga, OnlyFans model, barely out of high school. She was 19. Shannon, 54. That age gap ain't legal, but weird. It's predator territory. Ain't no way around it.
We pray all of this is like a fallacy or some kind of hoax or something like this, because he was about to get a bunch of money. And you know, when you're about to get a bunch of money, people that hate on you just wait until you're about to get that money and rain on your parade. But we can't say that. And that's why I wanted to say it, to get Stats' opinion. I knew when I said that she was gonna go, yeah. No, you can't be on your way to 100 million.
Now she claimed 2 specific incidents where he forced himself on her. One where he took the condom off mid-act without her knowing. Another where she told him no, and he kept going. That right there is not a he said, she said. That's rape if proven. Point blank, period. And if it stopped there, maybe it stays a he say, she say. But Mace says it won't. Because guess what? More women supposedly coming forward. Word is, back when Shannon was on FS1, he had to settle a similar situation with a female production assistant. And here come Michelle Evans, his ex from back in 2010, saying Shannon stalked her, threatened her, and used the exact same language Gabriella says he used, word for word. Now come on, that ain't coincidence, that's a pattern. So I need y'all to tell me in the comments, if multiple women come forward with the same story years apart, do you still think it's a setup?
We also got to start paying attention, fellas, when they're telling you it's a civil suit. Don't feel like that's just a civil suit. If it's civil suit, but it's something criminal, it could turn criminal really fast. They're just using the civil suit to knock down a lot of your money. I'm seeing this happen with a lot of rappers, a lot of athletes, and people are not paying attention to that. Another way that people are just green to the streets, you know, that's just one entity trying to walk away some of your money, so that when they double back and say, well, this was you did this over here, because 9 times out of 10.
Or do you start seeing a predator for what he really is? Don't be scared. We read in the comments today. And here's where it goes full Twilight Zone. Gabriella says Shannon secretly recorded her while they were together, without permission. You know how many states that's illegal in? More than half. So not only is he fighting a civil case, he might be looking at charges for unlawful surveillance too. Now Shannon's saying she just wanted money. But like I said, why the hell would you even offer $10 million if she's just lying? Ain't nobody handing out 10 no hush money unless what's being hushed could ruin everything.
This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine.
Now here's what got folks really shaking their heads. Cat Williams warned him. Dead ass. He went on Club Shay Shay and said, word for word, you could be Kang the Conqueror and they'll take your rabbit down in 2 weekends. And Shannon laughed like it was funny. But Cat wasn't joking. He was preaching. And then you got Monique, bless her soul, coming on the same show talking real anti-energy. You don't need no 26-year-old. You need a woman that can love you old. Shannon smiled and nodded, but he ain't listen. He was too busy texting Gabriella talking about baby gravy and all types of weird mess.
That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media.
Now it all looking real stupid in hindsight, especially since Shannon always got jokes about black women, always posting snow bunnies, always throwing shade like he too good for the community. And now, the same type of girl he worshipped online got him in a chokehold, for real. Let's be real for a second. It's always the dudes that clown black women that get humbled by the same non-black women they cape for. Don't it make you mad? Or is that just karma doing what karma do? Say what you feel in the comments, no filter. Shannon met Gabriella in 2023. Rumor is they crossed paths at a high-end gym in LA. She was 19. He was 54. Fast forward, and she's living like a secret-kept woman.
The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about.
Then texts leak, then audio drops, then everything unravels. Grainy audio, calm threat. I'll choke you in public. That ain't sexy. That's violent. And even if it was a fantasy at one point when she stopped playing and he didn't, that's where consent ends. Twitter's flaming. TikTok got clips synced to receipts. One girl said, this man out here living a double life, Uncle Shay Shay in the day, Dom Daddy at night. I mean, y'all really think a 19-year-old came up with put a big black baby in me on her own? Tony Busby, Eel's big trouble. He don't play, he don't show up unless he smell a public takedown, already hinting at more victims, and maybe even charges. This ain't over. This just the trailer. Old clips where he clowns black women, aged like spoiled milk. Him saying white women are easier, now one got him looking real goofy. The same black women he shaded, now they watching with popcorn like we told you. This is a shakedown. I'll defend myself. Blah blah. No apology, no name drop, no ownership, just PR word salad. Ain't nobody feeling it, not even his fans. If Gabriella was your sister, how would you feel? Would you still defend him? Is this karma or a takedown? Type it up in the comments. Don't hold back.
I'm very disappointed in myself. Not for the act. I think there are millions and billions of people of consenting age that engage in activities.
So where does that leave Shannon now? Publicly humiliated, facing a $50 million lawsuit. And if Maggie ain't lying, criminal charges might be coming next. And let's talk about this lawyer real quick, Tony Busby. This man ain't no lightweight. He don't pull up for no weak cases. He came for Deshaun Watson. He came for Houston's finest. And now he coming for Shannon. That ain't good news. That's a death sentence to your brand. Shannon put out a little statement saying it's a shakedown, that he'll be transparent and fight this. But baby, if you gonna be transparent, why not post your text messages too? Let's keep it a buck. This could end in two ways. One, he settles out quietly and this fades in a year. Or this goes to criminal court and Shannon Sharpe ends up standing trial while the world watches. Either way, the legacy is already done. That Club Shay Shay energy won't hit the same. Ain't nobody trying to hear life advice from a man who might have been paying women to act out twisted race play fantasies.
Even when I'm behind closed doors, I still try to remain a level of professional, although I'm in the privacy of my own home.
If you're still rocking with us, you already know this ain't the end of this saga. May said the next wave of allegations might be bigger than this. So hit that subscribe button if you ain't fake, cause SnitchFiles gonna stay on this story until the whole truth is laid bare. Drop your thoughts below. Do you think Shannon getting set up? Or is this just who he's been all along and we late to the game? And tell me this, if Gabriella had been a black woman instead of a white OnlyFans model, would the world even care this much? Think about it. This is SnitchFiles, baby. We don't chase the truth, we expose it.